Eventually, here we have a traditional event of coconut breaking.
Break! Attention!
A very good morning to one and all. It's really a wonderful atmosphere to see you all back here. We all know that every year we wait for this month because this month brings a positive break in your life as well as teachers' life with lots of activities like sports and cultural. In the beginning of this pandemic situation, we all thought that we are not going to have any such events this year. But a positive approach of our teachers and thinking out of the box has made it successful. I really welcome you all for this unique, live, virtual, diverse event. I really appreciate the efforts made by our teachers. Rather than, I would say, the smart work done by our teachers, students, and especially Seema Madam. I wish all the students, those who are going to participate for the today's event. Students, this will be really a memorable event in everyone's life. So enjoy the moment and thank you all of you.
I am privileged to invite Seema ma'am to address the audience.
A very cool and pleasant morning, everyone gathered over here. If you look at the bright side of your life, bright side will look at you and it will reflect at you. The same thing has happened in this pandemic. It has a darker side, but if you see the bright side of it, you will understand what you have gained in this pandemic also. The same is for virtual gathering. This pandemic is there where we were able to thought about the virtual gathering. So we have planned this virtual gathering for 2 days. Under health and well-being, we have planned sports activity, which is today. So whatever energy you have bounded within you for this 9 to 10 months in this lockdown period, it's a time to release it on this green, beautiful, huge ground. And tomorrow we have cultural events, which will be organized in auditorium, and even it will be telecast through Google Meet online. So students, it's a time to have fun, but with the social distance and the use of masks. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sania Chogli from Standard 10th. As we all know, this virus has affected all of us all over the world. Talking about students, we couldn't go to school for last 8 months. It did affect our academics, extracurricular, our sports, trips, and our annual gathering. But as a wise man once said, happiness can be found in the darkest of times, only if one remembers to turn on the lights. And that's what we all did. Together, we adapted. We fought against this virus. But the fight isn't over yet. We are not close, but we are together. The world has overcome the obstacles, and so the show must go on. And I'm very delighted to announce that we are going to conduct our gathering virtually. All thanks to our teachers, the staff, and all those who took a part in this. ABPS students are all very talented. We are all stars with our own different colors that we shine with, but we all shine very bright. These events of our virtual gathering are giving us a chance to showcase all of it. Now, without taking a lot of your time, I'll quickly run you through the programs we are going to have in this event. First of all, today, that is 22nd December, we will have health and well-being programs. And then tomorrow, that is 23rd December, we will have a talent show, a music concert, and two very new things, that is fashion show and a culinary art show. I'm very excited and I hope you all are. So I'll take your leave and stay home, stay safe, stay happy, have fun. Thank you.
Our greatness is not what we have, but actually it's what we give. Hello everyone, I am Atharva, representing my BPS family, where we believe in giving a helping hand to the underprivileged. It is a tradition of BPS where we set an example by giving. We Indians are the ancestors of Damshur Karna, and also we have studied in our history that no one has ever become poor by giving. To inculcate the value of donation and sharing every year, ABPS plans for donation. We try to reach the orphanages, old age homes, flood affected people, a help to Kerala state, etc. etc. This year too, this prevailing pandemic has created an havoc around the world. Many people struggle to get their livelihood. So, we the students of ABPS have come up with the idea of hashtag donation. We collected clothes, grains, books, sanitation kit, daily use essential things, etc. and etc. So let us come together and stretch our hands for giving through hashtag donation. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. I welcome you all to the annual virtual gathering 2020-21. I hope you all are doing good. In these 8-9 months, we all have got disturbed with our routine, especially the students. They all are just eagerly waiting when everything will be alright and they will run here and there in the joy. Don't you feel, after watching the beautiful green grounds, to just scream and jump high and feel the joy of sports? To fulfill this desire and bring that joy back in our life, our school has organized the sports events, which has joy, fun, energy, and entertainment. This event will include many funny games like musical chair, tug of war, in and out, push the ball, and many more. So, without wasting time, let's inaugurate our virtual gathering and start with our very first event, which include all the sports activities.
So, I think all the children are very excited. Though it is a virtual gathering, the children offline and online, everyone is excited to know about the events which we are going to present today. We are going to have the balloon game with stick, then push the ball in and out, pick up the cone, fitness activity, relay that will be class-wise, musical chair and tug of war. So, let us begin first with virtual activities. I request Savan sir to conduct the virtual activities.
Good morning, children. Nice to see you all after a long time. Today we have sports activities. We are conducting that uh, many sports activities, virtual activities and challenges. You have 1 minute. In that 1 minute, everyone should do squat. Time start now. Ready? 1, 2. First, right hand up.
Is it visible, children? No?
Just see, look. After that, you should do
Okay, wait,
one.
wait,
This
wait, wait.
1, 2, 3. Then change 1, 2, 3. Change 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, in, out, in, out, 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 in, out, out, in, 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 out. In, out, in, out, in, out, out, in,
Little fast.
out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out. Out, in,
Sir, loud.
yes, in,
Out.
out,
Hey, जो out है पीछे कर रहे हो.
in, out, in, out, out. अभी थोड़ा out, in, out, out.
This inside and out.
In. Ready? Everyone ready? In. Out. Out. In. Let this and also out. Need that spark like bullet. In. In. Very good. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Out. In. In. Out. Out. In. Fast. Out. Let me continue. Out.
Late, yeah.
Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out.
They are confused.
In.
They are confused.
Surrender. Out. In. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Out.
Hairs. Pick up the word. Pick up the word.
Hands down. Up. Side. On your knees. Head. Pick up the ball. Down. Side. On your head. Eyes. Nose. Pick up the ball.
Just better.
Ready? Hands down.
Proper.
Up. Side. On your knees. Nose. Eyes. Head. Pick up the ball. Yes!
Eyes. Nose. Knees. Ear. Knees. Hair. Foot. Ear. Head. Yes, okay. Knees. Toe. Back. Knees. Hair. Knees.
दो म्यूजिक स्टार्ट करने के लिए आप जब आप स्टार्ट बोलेंगे तभी स्टार्ट हो जाएगी.
टप्पा टाकून घ्यायचं रे, एक टप्प्यावरच घ्यायचं आणि आपलं गाडी आहे त्यांचं ठरली गाडी.
टावर दे रहा है गोल
Bye.